Hello, welcome to the highest meaning of life. Today our topic is the relation between the employee and employer. Devatma, the founder of Dev Samaj, has set up some norms in his applied ethics. Today, the importance of an ideal employee and employer. We'll see in a brief whatever we mentioned in the highest meaning of life, volume 1. So according to Devatma, both the employee and employer are to develop altruistic relation or altruistic feelings in this relation, or we can say Devatma has given the ethical philosophy in this relation, how to develop the altruistic relations for mutual respect and regard, as well as mutual trust in the relation between the employee and employer. So let's see what are those ethical codes. So for the employer, the first point Devatma mentioned is the consciousness of relation. One should feel and realize that his employee is beneficial and spiritually based and concerned himself to be get rid of perverse feelings and develop altruistic feelings in this relation. So second point is very important, the relation between the employer and employee, which is based on the respect and obedience. One should show proper respect to the employer. One should listen and carry out instructions which relate to the contracted work and does justice to the payment made for his work. Next point is the duty, sense of duty. If we have, then we can understand better this point. One should develop an attitude of carrying out his duties faithfully and punctually. Next is the confession of fault and prayer for forgiveness. One should admit his lapses in work and express regrets for it, and properly pray for his forgiveness, that on becoming aware of having done some wrong action due to the ignorance or misunderstanding, and for that reparation is very important. One should be proper reparation, making amends to the limit of one's capacity for spoiled work or for causing unnecessary pain to his employer. Next is leave and resignations. There should be some rules and regulation in this aspect as well. One should not be absent without giving proper notice of resignation according to the rules of service. So next is the protection. One should inform the latter in regard to any kind of hindrance in the discharge of his duty in relation to his employer. Also, one should protect the character of the employer when it is falsely sullied by others. Trustworthy or trustworthiness. One should prove trustworthy to his employer. Development of good feelings. One should develop appreciation for his good traits of the employer. Gratitude, I think this point is very important. On receiving any kind of the special help, nursing or service from his employer, he should be grateful. Help and service. One should do more work for his employer or his dependents in times of difficulties than the settled regular work. One should help to protect his employer and his dependents from evil curses and help cultivate in them good conduct. Also, one should offer good wishes or Mangal Kamna for his employer and some special dependents of his. This account of altruistic conduct between employer and employee saves the relationship from becoming impersonal, mechanical and inhuman. The same codes or the same responsibility is for the employer as well. An employer is altruistic towards his employee if he, according to Devatma, realizes that his employee is an indispensable help to him and develops deep relation with him, and he makes efforts to free himself from perverse conduct, means negative conduct, and develops altruistic relation with him. Next is show proper respect and regard in his dealing with him, shares in his happiness, appreciates and rewards his services. He keeps the trust of his employee in him and trusts him too on the basis of his experience. He shows concern to give clear and precise instructions about work to be done, to ask of him to do that work for which he is contracted, and lays claim only to contracted work at the appointed time. He gives proper wages in a prompt manner. He gives weekly off day for leisure and earn for prolonged rest and personal work. He gives proper and adequate assistance when he is ill and in trouble, and shows concern to help his moral growth. So he is forgiving to him on his making mistakes in work, gives warning in some cases and punishes only in exceptional cases, makes reparation to him for any improper conduct, and finally offer good wishes for him in his meditation. So in brief, we can say that both the employees and employer are to develop altruistic relations of mutual good, mutual respect and regard, as well as mutual trust. So Devatma, for him, every relation, if it's based on the altruistic feelings like the gratitude, feeling of appreciation, feeling of compassion and self-reparation, then we can create the heaven here on this planet. So in the next video, we'll see everything in detail, how we can make the true heaven on this planet, being an ideal employee and employer. Thank you guys. For the next video, stay curious. Thanks a lot.